Hey guys, hey, it's Chris here. I'm here with Boris and Amanda Palomino from the Palomino Academy. They run residential care facilities for the elderly, and I joined their mentorship to open my very own since I'm already a little bit in the health industry. We're looking at my new property here in Montebello, and we're gonna just do a little walkthrough and get some tips from the Palominos here. So
yeah, we're super excited to be here. First impression, driving up to this home, it is a really great neighborhood. It's really quiet, very cute, and I just love the layout so far.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations.
Yeah.
thank you.
I know it was a journey. We went through a lot of different properties. You would send us property after property after property, and we always say not every single home is going to qualify for this. So patience is it's key to this. Second of all, you're doing a great service because you're already working with the senior community, and here in Montebello, we need more residential senior care homes. So this is going to be a great opportunity for you. I'm really happy for you, and I'm really happy for the city of Montebello that they're getting a much needed service. So congratulations.
Excellent. Thank you.
Show us the home.
All right, guys, let's go head on in.
I feel like it's MTV Cribs. We're basically going to do a walkthrough as though the fire marshal was ready to inspect your home. So one of the things that they look for is if you have an attached garage, you already have a self-closing arm here because you need to seal off the property from a garage fire. This though, you may need to replace the door itself for a fire rated door. So that's something you'll have to talk to Brandon or your contractor about. But in terms of the garage space itself, your seniors won't have access to the garage space. So you just have to put a keypad lock on this so that they can't enter.
Gotcha. And then I'm thinking of converting this into an ADU. So this would probably be blocked off anyways.
Perfect.
If that becomes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just block it off. Every city is different. Every city is going to have different regulations. Even Montebello, they might come in and say you don't need to have the fire rated door.
Yeah.
Since I'm not the fire marshal, but we're basing it on general California guidelines. So that's something to keep in mind too.
Gotcha.
Then also remember, we are going to be pulling the code from the local city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we do with all of our students.
Yeah.
We will pull the codes from the local city,
For sure.
match them up with California code, and that's how we're going to figure out the best course of action and the modifications that we have to do for the home to pass the fire clearance, which is the first hurdle.
And as far as like the garage, right? So I have an option, like you said,
Yeah.
modify it, bring it up to code, or do the ADU. Obviously, I can actually live on the property.
Yes, you can.
So kitchen needs a little bit of love.
Yes. We're planning to hopefully redesign the whole thing.
Okay.
Even though it looks, it doesn't look too bad. We'll talk to the contractor on that.
Remember, this is an investment property. It's not your personal home, okay? This, all it needs is a fresh coat of paint on some cabinets.
Okay.
It's not your personal home. You don't have to give it high-end luxury cabinetry countertops. Go with simple basic because at the end of the day, you are having your caregivers work in the home. They will be opening up and using cabinet space more frequently than somebody living in an actual home who leaves the house for 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Constant use here.
Yeah, the wear and tear that a home goes through being used as an RCFE. For those of you that don't know, RCFE, Residential Care Facility for the Elderly, that's over in Northern California. It is 2 to 3 times more than just a normal single family. So keep that in mind. But also, as Amanda said, it's an investment property.
Yeah.
Don't put the latest and greatest.
This is great.
Great space, right?
You'll definitely have to switch out this carpet. The white carpet, you're talking about walkers, wheelchairs, canes. Not only is it a trip hazard because of how plush it is, I mean, it's nice if you lived here, but there's a lot of foot traffic coming in and
so
out.
something like laminate.
Luxury vinyl planks, it looks like hardwood floors, but it's plastic, basically.
So what about this fire?
There's
key
no
and all
need
that?
to remove it. You just need to put a fireplace screen on it.
Your initials, CM.
Indeed, yeah.
Okay, so we gotta talk about this hallway here. I love the hallway, but because you don't have fire sprinklers, you will need to add a fire-rated door, self-closing fire-rated door.
And this is why when you're looking for a property, remember we always said, you can have all of the bedrooms on one side.
Yeah.
Makes life a lot easier.
Yeah.
For all of you guys watching, looking for a home,
That's right.
make sure you can have it on one side.
Yeah.
So they have to have a closet, right?
Yes, always a closet space.
The dimensions for the beds.
This is a private room, just looking at it. You'll have one hospital bed in here. Every resident needs a bed, a nightstand, and a chair and light. So you don't have any light in the room right now. You'll have to add some light.
Okay.
So Title 22 says a lamp or adequate light. Keep in mind, every LPA is going to be different. He might say, hey, are you going to put a lamp here?
That was a personal room, right?
That's a private room. This
Private
would
room.
also be a private room.
Just because of the size or why?
Size.
The size.
The
Okay.
size.
Can't fit 2 beds in here.
Correct. This room actually doesn't need much. The flooring is clean. Walls are freshly painted when they sold the property to you. Throw on some fresh window treatments, I'd say, and I think you're okay in this room.
When you say window treatment, you mean replace the frames? Or curtains, okay. So this restroom is one of the bedrooms, but it also leads back into the living room. Is that an issue or not?
It is an issue because you need to close off bedrooms from the general living space. That's the whole purpose of having a fire rated door at the hallway, to protect your residents. So you would have to close this off somehow,
That door?
whether this is a private room with a private bath and you close off that side and open up this doorway a little bit, that's always an option. Because you have an ensuite, you can actually charge more for that.
Cool.
Make
Okay.
it a little modern. The pink might have to go.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, that's gonna have to go for sure. All right, so these are much bigger. Well, this one is. Let's see this one. Is this also considered a private?
This is definitely a private.
Your goal is to have 2 private rooms and 2 shared rooms to max out at 6 residents.
All right.
And then you have your staff around the block. Especially if you plan on living on site in an ADU, you can act as your living caregiver, which is really great. You'll save costs there the nights that you're here, depending on level of care of your clients.
So let's step on this other one here.
Yeah, this
So-
here is for sure a shared room. So you'll have 2 beds in here. Oh, I love it. They have their own separate closets too. That's really nice.
So that would be like 1 bed here, 1 bed that way.
I'm thinking
This
1
way.
bed here against the wall here and 1 bed here. That way you have adequate walking space. And the way you set it up is so that your caregivers working in the home have freedom to move and actually care for the client who's in bed. From what I'm seeing, you'll have a hospital bed here and a hospital bed here. Space in between with the nightstand, another nightstand on this side, and then you still have plenty of room to maneuver wheelchairs around.
And then we would have to close this one that leads into the hallway, or no?
No, that one's okay to stay open.
That's okay. Okay. And then this bathtub, probably change it to a walk-in.
Yes.
Yeah, walk-in.
Yeah, they have the shower inserts. They're really nice. This is the room that we were talking about, needs to have an exit door. So instead of doing a slider, you'll probably want to add your door in between the 2 hospital beds. And I actually have one of our homes set up that way. You also want to have a TV in every room for your residents.
TV.
Yes.
Yeah. So you do
Okay.
like a wall mount.
Yeah, I'll put it on the wall something.
We found someone who does direct TV for RCFEs, and the price is incredible. So that's something that we're going to introduce to all of our students. We just implemented it in all of our homes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because DirecTV was trying to target us as a restaurant, and their prices were outrageous. So now they have a division just for nursing homes, and it's really really good.
It's a really great cost savings.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Yeah, that's part of what we do in Palomino Senior Living Academy.
There you go. There you go.
This wall is a perfect wall to have all of your required postings. So keep that in mind when you're staging the property. There's certain posters, not just your facility license, but you'll have to put up. So you'll want one wall that you can dedicate to your required postings, even if you put like a table with your business cards and your brochures, a sign-in sheet. You want to dedicate a space for that. I think this wall is
A little
probably
table
the
there,
best.
right? And then-
Yeah.
I would put fans out here if you can, just because if it's too hot, you just turn on a couple fans, outdoor fans from Home Depot.
Yeah.
Should be good to go.
Yeah, it's really nice that you have shade for your seniors. It's actually one of the requirements. You'll also need some patio furniture out here for your residents and their guests. So
Okay.
that'll be nice. Do you plan on doing video cameras inside or outside?
Inside or outside? Well, right now it already has some cameras through this company called Vivint.
Okay.
So I'll have to check what they offer, but I mean, I would want to, right?
You have to make
Cameras.
sure that there's no audio component. That's
To it.
very important. Yes.
Okay. I would have to check with them. So just recording. Okay.
And also, you can have cameras in common areas. However, if you do want to put cameras in the private areas, meaning bedrooms, you can never put in bathrooms, but in the bedrooms you can.
Yes.
You have to go through a waiver process. So keep that in mind.
Video waiver. It's extra paperwork and the state will approve.
Okay. And would I want to do that, and why?
I have always loved having cameras. I've been licensed in my homes with cameras. However, since then, Department of Social Services rolled out a new application process and has now asked everyone who has cameras to remove them regardless of your licensing status so that they have time to review their own video waiver process. I like cameras cameras because it helps my caregivers. If something were to happen in the bedrooms, a resident falls or there's an accident of some sort, we're able to play back the footage and find out what happened. Was it really a fall? At the same time, you know, we deal with residents who have dementia, so sometimes they come to us and they say, you know, this caregiver has been stealing from me. And you walk in the room, or you're looking back at footage and you realize, well, that caregiver that you're accusing of stealing never actually walked in that bedroom and hasn't stolen anything from you. It's just an episode of your dementia that, you know. So it kind of helps you there too.
It could help you or it could hurt you, so it really is up to you. Some people advocate to have them, some people advocate to not have them.
Yeah.
It's really up to you.
You need to have an exit path in the event of an emergency. So we talked about replacing this window here with the doorway. So you need to have a concrete landing that wraps around the side of your house, because this will now be your exit to the front.
However, you will have to move the AC unit. Let's make sure it's adequate.
For the
It looks
side.
kind of small.
They cleaned it up when I came and saw the property. It was nice and cold inside. You know, it is kind of old.
Okay.
And you have heat also?
I believe
'Cause you're gonna
so.
need it. So double check that, because you do need HVAC.
Okay.
Another thing I'm gonna highly recommend before it goes away, the tax credits for solar.
Yeah.
That's huge, that's massive. And I'm gonna get you in contact with somebody. The reason for that is because the depreciation when you purchase it as a business, you get a huge depreciation chunk on it, especially now with the new bill. 100% depreciation, that's going to be massive. The other thing too is that in the event of an emergency, we put extra batteries in our homes, because remember, you're going to be running hospital beds, concentrators, sometimes you're going to be running other equipment, you have your food, you have a lot of things, right? Now, you do still have to have a generator on site per Title 22, but the fact that you have backup energy through solar is huge.
Yeah. So guys, I took the keys last week, sometime last week. It's already September 25th. So yeah, we'll see how fast we get this ball rolling. We're gonna get the contractor out here today and get the plan and execute.
Let's make it happen.
Let's
Sweet
do.
deal. Yeah,
That's
guys.
exciting.
So
That's great.
give these guys a follow at Palomino Academy.
Palomino
Right.
Senior Living Academy. Actually, I want to ask you something.
Yes.
We can do a separate clip right now. We can cut.